to handle it. I mean, Seb's like, not that Seb's a marshmallow, but Seb's a marshmallow.
Leave my farm boy alone.
He's a
Okay.
marshmallow,
He had to stay home and birth a cow. All
which
right.
is great.
Yes, yes, it is. But so he's just like, look, bro, I got to do this, right? I don't have the luxury of being in Kashmir all day, every day. I'm a farm boy, all right? I work the fields. I
Hmm.
plow, I plow the land. So
Hmm.
I'm here for Seb. I
We are
understand.
all here for Seb.
I'm here for Seb.
We are all here for Seb, but
my
the
boy
little
Carlos,
jealousy,
my boy Carlos was like, I'm on vacation. Do you not see my nose? Do you not see the sun?
right? He was
Peasants.
probably he was probably back in his home country.
That boy Carlos was like peasants, annoying me. Oh my god. Oh my god. I really do enjoy Carlos and Sub's relationship. Like you said, it's puppy love, right? They're both really trying to work this whole relationship out. And again, being that gay couple, it's how do you really navigate it, and we'll get into this a little bit later. When Seb was talking and then when Carlos was talking, but it's really just like how do you kind of navigate this relationship, in their given setting. So I understand Seb's jealousy from what he talks about a little bit later and whatnot, and why he's low key possessive of Carlos.
And with that beautiful monologue, we will be going on a short break, but stay tuned. We will be right back.
And we're back with intermissions with Hanson and Simone. Okay. So continuing with High School Musical, the musical of the series, season 2, episode Spring Break, we shift our focus to Ricky now. And Ricky just breaking up with Nina, he's in what I would call the funk. Ladies and gentlemen, he don't want to do nothing. He don't want to speak to nothing. He turned off his phone. He's in bed. He's all the way in Chicago because he just can't be with any of his friends right now. Ricky is going through it. And it's sort of just like how do you deal with a breakup with someone that you loved? And not only did you break up with her one time, but you broke up with her twice. And this is the second time that they have broken up. So it's sort of just like, how do you navigate through that? And is Ricky's method really like the best method that he's going through it? What are your thoughts, Simone?
I think that with any type of breakup, everyone is completely different when it comes to breakups, and Ricky's issue delves further than just his breakup with Nina. It goes with his mom bringing her new boyfriend to their first production, right? And them splitting up, and there's so much underlying issues that he's dealing with, and I'm very happy that he at least confronted his mother about some things and told his mom, like what was bugging him. Do I think him shutting off his phone was a good idea? No, but at the same time, if you need at least 72 hours to yourself with no interruptions or anything, that is good therapy. So it's a yes and no, right? Like you don't want to be bothered by theater people, which Nina is there at the same time. You don't want to cut yourself off from, friends who actively care about you.
Actively. Yeah, no, I totally understand. I don't know. I feel like that break was exactly what he needed. And like you said, him being able to talk to his mother, him getting stuff off of his chest really, really helped him. Right. It just really, I don't want to say it showed me Ricky in a new light because Ricky is still Ricky, but it's at least now showing that he's willing to talk about his feelings. It sort of reminded me back when he was talking with Miss Jen and about how he felt with her dating his dad. So again, the show really does need to do more with just Ricky kind of opening up. If it's not on screen, then let it be off screen, sort of like what they did with EJ and his character development. They could do the same thing with Ricky, and I think that will really help him. And
Mm.
then yeah, and then like his he needs an outlet, right? Like he doesn't have an outlet, where, for example, Nini has her songwriting. Big Red has, working at the pizza shop. Ashlyn can confide in Gina. Gina can confide in Ashlyn. Ricky really doesn't have an outlet. So him at the very end of the episode writing that song, is showing that he wants a way to express himself. And this was a good first step in him expressing himself.
I 100% enjoyed his song that he wrote at the end of that episode. It was lovely. It was heartbreaking. It was what Ricky needed it to do. And I'm 100% happy that his mom heard it as well. And she
Yeah.
understood his pain. And that helped a lot. And I think he's beginning to find his outlet, which is probably that anyway.
Mm.
Right. And then last week's episode was, it's called The Transformation. Oh, God, I hate that they named it The Transformation, because Ricky's transformation from beast to man was truly horrible.
It was hilarious. It
It
took
was
like 5 minutes for him to get the mask off. Bro, that was hilarious.
it was embarrassing. Like, I got secondhand embarrassment from watching that. Like, it was horrible. And then they did it again at the end of the episode, and I was like, did you not learn anything from the first 2 minutes of this episode?
Absolutely not.
And then, oh, gosh, Howie. So, like, though Howie was not shown in the episode, they got the blueprints from North's high, like, beast to man transformation from Howie. And I don't know if I could trust it. I'm sorry. Courtney is being a little bit too trustworthy right now.
First off, Howie trying to get out the doghouse. Even though they're not together, Howie is trying to get out the doghouse. So he's like, let me do anything and everything to show you that you could trust me. So again, y'all, it's the year of Courtney. So Courtney is just writing this out. But Simone, you're a theater person. So really try to help me understand this. Couldn't they just have watched the Broadway production of Beauty and the Beast to see what they did for the Beast transformation rather than trying to get the plans?
Oh, yeah, that's like you doing Aladdin, then seeing Aladdin, and you wonder how the carpet flew.
But it's theater. Like,
Right, right. But when, like, if you go see Aladdin and you truly wonder how that carpet flew and you do not see the strings, you truly wonder how that carpet's being flown. So, like, I've never watched the show that they're doing, Beauty and the Beast, so I don't
okay.
know their transformation. But yes, they can always just look it up and see how they did it.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure, like, didn't they say that they were using, like, is the North High using what they did on Broadway? So either way is kind of the same thing. I mean, yeah, whatever. The easiest way could have been to just look it up. But drama, it's a show. You gotta steal it.
You got to steal it. You
Yeah.
gotta steal it. And oh my god, I was just so like it was just really hurting my head that y'all really got it from North High or how we gave it to Courtney. It was just like, well, this is how Broadway did it. I'm just like, but I could just look that up and or just watched the play and I'd be like, oh, strings. Duh. All
But
right.
like, but even if so, if you watch it, you might not know how they did it, right? It like I keep on going back to Aladdin only because like I was in awe on how they did it, and
Mm-hmm.
they do not say how that carpet is like levitating off the ground. That's like a secret only the cast and crew knows.
Okay.
Yeah. The beast transformation is going horribly. We'll see what happens probably in the next two episodes. But the one thing that I loved about this episode was the girls talking and the boys talking, though Seb went over to the girls' side and I just knew I understood Seb. There were no explanation to why Seb did not join the boys. Other than also Carlos was there, but Seb is a marshmallow.
You don't leave my you don't leave my boy alone. I only felt that he was over with the girls because Carlos went with the boys. That was my reasoning behind it, and I fully accepted it. So I was like, all right, Sub, got no problems with you being here. But I mean, even to that, Sub does vibe better with the girls than he kind of does with the boys, and he's more able to open up around them, especially when Carlos was with all those extravagant boys on his spring break. And Seb was just like, I can't give him that. And he's just like, what do I do? And it was just like, again, I feel like the girls on the show were just better for him to talk to than trying to ask Ricky, EJ, and Big Red what to do. Cause I felt like they would have led my boy Seb down the wrong path. And it was just gonna be fire at the bottom of it.
Yeah, 100%. And then Carlos and Ricky's romance, like Ricky truly, like ever since the spring break episode, Ricky has been trying to find himself, and him helping out Carlos, and like you really see the hurt in Ricky's face when like Nina hasn't looked at me in a very long time the way that you talk about Seb to Carlos. And for him to just help Carlos like write a song, perform it, it was beautiful. I loved it.
It was
And
really
I
beautiful.
hope to see more of that bromance throughout like the rest of the series, however long it goes on for.
No, for real though, like literally for real, because their bromance is really something that you kind of don't get in a lot of today's shows. I don't know. I'm not really
No, only
that.
in anime.
I mean, only in anime do you get like the true bromance, but like in today's shows, and you guys could leave comments to let me know what shows have a really good bromance that's not anime. It's just that just seeing two dudes just have each other's black have each other's back in such a platonic way is a really good thing to see nowadays, especially on TV. So Ricky really coming through and saying to Carlos that him and Seb have something worth fighting for. Like that's really, really important that someone outside of your relationship can be like, you guys got something and I want to see you guys succeed is really, really powerful to the people in the relationship that are going through a patchy time. So Ricky literally being there for Carlos in this rocky situation was a really good strong point for Ricky, right? So I'm really happy. Really can't wait to see where this bromance goes because I'm always down for a good bromance. Again, y'all, if you got shows that have really good bromance, drop them in the comments so I can check it out. Simone can check it out. And if we like it, we may talk about it. We left on a cliffhanger because Ricky busted his ass. Well, he didn't bust his ass.